So how do you turn a traditional bank into a brand people love? For decades, Maybank was Malaysia's biggest bank, strong, safe, established. But by 2008, the world had changed. Global banks were entering Asia, customers expected more, and big and safer wasn't enough. That's when Maybank asked a radical question. What if banking could feel, more human? They didn't just launch a new slogan, they rewired the soul of the brand. Humanizing financial services. 3 words that redefined everything. It meant banking not as a transaction, but as a relationship. It meant showing up for small businesses, for the underserved, for families planning their future. Maybank held workshops, not just with executives, but with the frontline staff, to ask, hey, what does it mean to truly care? From that came a brand called empathy, integrity, community. A warm tone, a friendlier tiger. A promise to serve at every life stage, not just a bank, the bank with a heart. Maybank didn't stop at, just posters. They rebuilt every touch point. Their branches felt welcoming, their forms used real language, their staff greeted customers by name. And 8 campaigns told stories, not about rates, but about people, like the entrepreneur who built her dream because Maybank believed in her, like the small town that got its first ATM, bringing dignity to daily life. And social media shifted from sales to service, financial tips, and volunteer highlights. For you wasn't just a campaign, it became a culture, and inside the bank, 40,000 staff were trained to live the brand, to be the brand. And Maybank didn't stop there. They listened, they measured, they adjusted, and when SME said, processes were redesigned. When Southeast Asia went digital, the Maybank launched the MAE, a human intuitive banking app that kept the warmth even on the screen. They expanded into microfinance, Sharia-compliant products, support for farmers, for students, communities often overlooked, even in ESG and ethics. Maybank led the way, showing that humanizing meant being bold enough to do what's right. So the outcome? Maybank became the Malaysia's first brand by value. Their profits soared, trust surged. Customers recommended it not just for convenience, but because they felt seen. Today, over 21 million people bank with Maybank. Not just in Malaysia, but across ASEAN, because wherever it goes, it carries the same heartbeat. So what can we learn from Maybank? If you build a brand from the inside out, if your people believe in your purpose, and every action reflects that belief, you don't just transform a company, you build a legacy.